Hello beautiful souls. I have joined a swap. It's a Griffinite group swap hosted by Ida, who is created to create here on YouTube. And the requirements are to cut 3 frames, embellishments, and sentiments, whether it be stamped sentiments or word dies sentiments from Anna Griffin. This is all Anna Griffin products that were required for the swap. This is one of the sets that I used, and if the die itself comes with layers, we were to cut all the layers to complete the set. So this is the first die. This has 2, so I used both. I did it in the gold and then in a solid cardstock. I'm going to show you everything that I cut out, including the housing unit that we were required also to make to house all the die cuts. Okay, I used this one, and because we were to include embellishments, I cut out these and put it in a separate pack, which is the embellishment pack. And this comes with this die and this die for the frame, and of course the die cuts here for embellishing. I've also used this set here, and I used all of the dies in this set here. And then as a bonus, I did another one because we were only supposed to make 3. These were my 3, 1, 2, and 3. And then I did a 4th, a bonus, because I felt like it was lacking, in my opinion. And I just put everything in one pack because I didn't have enough of these bags that I repurpose to put them in all individual bags. So here we have this one. I did it in a pretty hot pink. I think it came out pretty. It's so pretty because Anna dyes embosses also, so it gives it more texture, it gives it more detail. Okay, and then here is this one. And what I did to conserve paper is when this frame die cuts out, the middle stays intact. So this comes with the oval, so I just put the oval on that part because most likely this part is going to get covered anyway. So I cut it out separate, and that way I saved paper. So that's what I did. And this is great also, like if you put this in an album, you can use this as a frame and insert your photo in there. This one I cut all the dies that were in that one set, and I did the background. This background can be embossed with a embossing folder, which would be nice. And here again I cut out the middle because again, when we start embellishing on top of this, the middle probably won't be seen anymore. So to conserve paper, so I used the die that inlays, and I cut that out with the die. And then there's this little piece here, and this you can add a sentiment to that. And then here's the bonus one. I did the silhouette, the solid piece, and look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. And then I didn't mess with this one because I wanted to cut this to put here, and then that part, and then that piece. So I cut all the dies to this particular set, and here is one of the requirements completed with a bonus one. And again, this would be housed in one bag instead of three or four separate bags because I just didn't have enough. Okay, For the embellishment pack, I've used, this is from the Treasury Get Well and Gratitude. This was an auto ship, but I didn't do the auto ship because I didn't even know this existed. I bought this like way after this already had came out and was popular at the time. So again, this is called the Get Well and Gratitude. I used the teapot and the teacup. Of course, those are my favorite themes. And then we also had to make a sentiment pack, like I said earlier, and whether it be stamped or a die sentiment, okay? But from Anna Griffin as well, she does have die sentiments. So I used some of the sentiments from here to create the sentiment pack. I used these three fans for the embellishment and some of the sentiments here. This was, I don't know the name of this one. I don't have the paper for this one. I don't even know what I did with it. And it did come with this, you know, with this embellishment pack. So I'm just sharing what I used. And then this is a much older, this is the first set that I ever bought from Anna Griffin. It's a huge set. It even comes with 12-inch embossing folders and smaller embossing folders and even border embossing folders where you can cut with these borders. So for this one, this came out I think 2013, 2014, and back then she was still under Cricut, so it still has her logo, the Anna Griffin logo, plus the Cricut name on this particular set. It was a really nice set, and it was a huge set. I used this one here. I used this one. I'm not sure if I used this one. I don't remember. I used this one here, and then I used this one here to make to build on the embellishment pack. And of course I shared that I used these two, and this is another set called Inspirational Expressions. These comes with card inserts, but it comes with stamps and stickers. I love this set. These inspirational words are phenomenal. I absolutely love them. God's love is endless. Peace be with you. Live with no excuses and love with no regrets. These are phenomenal. You know, if you can get a hold of these, you would have to search eBay, because I think Anna has this on sale on her site, by the way. She has this particular set on sale, and it does come with sentiments already made for you and the inserts. Okay, this is a phenomenal set, and it's not very expensive at all. So I'm gonna share the sentiments first because there's nothing wow about it except the fact that I foiled it. So here we are. These are all the embellishments that I think there's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we were only supposed to make 6, and I made 10, and I foiled them for my group members. Isn't that pretty? And this particular foil I got from Amazon, and it's from Alina Cuddle, and it wasn't expensive. It was about $7. And what I love about it is that it's not like straight up gold. It's actually iridescent. It looks like it has like rainbow colors in it. It's really pretty. Look how pretty that is. So what I did was I stamped a whole sheet of cardstock, and then I scanned it in, and then I have to resize it because when you scan in it shrinks a little bit. I resized it, I cleaned it up a little bit, and then I printed it out with a laser printer, and then I used the goil foil and ran it through a hot laminator. Okay, that's how I achieved that. And then this is the goodie pack. This is the embellishment pack. I love it. I love it. It's so pretty. And I also gold foiled the image, the stamped images. Look how pretty. Look at that. And then here are the beautiful fans. Isn't that pretty? So that is a part of the embellishment pack. And then here are, look how pretty that is. And it's so delicate. This to me looks like a butterfly, a very delicate, ornate butterfly that looks like, these look like filigree. All of these look like filigree. Look how beautiful this one is. I actually used this on furniture. I cut it out with this beautiful vinyl, like this gold vinyl, and I cut them out. I cut these out and put them on my on a particular furniture piece that I have, and it made it look so elegant. I did that years ago. And then these are the emboss and cut folders. It came in a set of 3, so I cut all 3 of them out. And the middle does come out automatically. It cuts it out in the embossing folder. And these are the embossing folders. This one is called Garden Wreath Leather. I'm sorry, Garden Wreath Layer. I can't read, guys. There it is. This one is called Oval Frame Layer. They're pretty. And this one is called Knotted Frame Layer. And it came in all the sets together. So that is the embellishment pack. What I love about this swap is that we're all gonna have different things, and we're gonna see things that we probably didn't see before. I know that Ida didn't even know that this particular set existed, so she's gonna have something to play with that she didn't even know was out there. Especially when we're late to the party, and we don't know what was already out. So that's the fun part and the great part about hosting a die cut swap, because people are gonna have things that you didn't have and that you didn't know. Ta-da! And this is how I decorated the accordion envelope boxes that we were required to create to house the die cuts. And this beauty right here, OMG, is from her carousel die set. Isn't that pretty? OMG, I had fun putting that together. So how I chose to keep the lid closed is I created a belly band, and these borders are also from Griffin. And because they weren't long enough, I decided to sandwich this ribbon. And you can untie it, but you can also slip it in and out with no problem. With no problem. These are from, I used different borders to add here and to add to the carousel. And they are, one of them is from Crap at Home 2 and the other one is from Crap at Home 3. So I do have both sets. Okay, and then I also used one of the borders again to decorate that. Okay, I didn't want to finagle with magnets. I didn't want to finagle with Velcro, so I just kept this part very simple and just created the belly band to go around. And these flowers you can purchase on the Cricut site. I've had these for a few years now and I get to use them finally. I have purchased them. At the time they were 99 cents. They are now $1.99, which is still reasonable. It is still reasonable. And then I used sequins. I layered one on top of the other that my friend Carmen had gifted me. She put it in this ornamental ball, you know, that you hang, and I used a few of those to create that. And of course I stickled it up, and it had to have a bow somewhere, so I added it here. And this bow has gold edging around it. I love it. The only Anna Griffin products are amazing. The only downside to one of her products is her gold foil paper. The thickness is phenomenal. It's an amazing thickness, and it embosses beautifully. However, it does fade. So on some of these, they are fading. On one of them more than others. I didn't know, otherwise I would have handled it more with care. This one has significant fading, and I've already put it together, so I didn't want to do it again. Whoever receives this, you will see that it has some fading. If Ida remembers, she can mention that when she does the reveal. Okay, and in the inside we have four, it's accordion, as you can see here on the side, and we have 4 pockets in there. So even though we were required to make you know, to fill up 3 slots, we have an extra one, so she left that up to us to do whatever we want, you know, add goodies. We normally add goodies when we do group swaps, when we enter them. So I'm not going to show that here. I want that to be a surprise. If you want to know what the goodies are that I've included in here, you would have to watch the reveal on Ida's channel. This has to be in by the 15th of July. So at some point after that, she will start sharing what we have created. Okay, so you will see the goodies there. I am so looking forward to seeing what everybody else die cut, how they embellished their accordion envelope boxes. I'm so glad Ida put one of these group swaps together, because I got to play with my the Anna Griffin dies and stamps and what have you. This was, she wanted to make it fun, and I'm telling you, it was fun for me. A little bit tedious because we had to create the box, we had to do all that die cutting, but what made it fun for me was decorating the box. That's what made it really fun for me. Thank you for joining me today. Please enjoy your day, and if you can't, let's not go ruining anybody else's day. Instead, let's center ourselves, breathe, connect with our hearts, and let it dissolve whatever we need to heal, so we don't affect anybody else. Let's share, be fair, be filled with love, and love one another. Take good care, everybody.